Welcome to Mythic Hidden Chronicles *, where history meets legend, and the Wild West comes alive. In this tale, we take you deep into the heart of the frontier, where justice is written in blood and courage is the only currency that matters. If you love gripping Western stories filled with action, betrayal, and redemption, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment below. Now, saddle up and step into the untamed world of Samuel Graves. The dying sun bled across the horizon, setting the desert sky ablaze with hues of crimson and gold. A lone rider cut through the twilight, his silhouette etched against the endless expanse of the frontier. He rode with purpose, the dust trailing him like whispers of the past. His name was Samuel Graves, a man burdened by old sins and new grudges. Clearwater had been a town on the brink of lawlessness for too long. The people walked in fear, their eyes darting to the shadows, knowing that danger lurked just beyond the flickering lamplights. The Boone gang had seen to that, 6 men without conscience, led by a devil named Jasper Boone. They rode into town when they pleased, took what they wanted, and left the bodies to rot in the sun. Graves had once called Jasper a friend, long ago when the two had ridden together. But the man he knew was gone, replaced by something cruel and untethered. Now, there was only one thing left to do: put him in the ground. He arrived in Clearwater under the wary gaze of the townsfolk. A few recognized him, whispering his name as he passed. Others merely saw another gunslinger, another harbinger of trouble. He tied his horse outside the Silver Spur saloon and stepped inside, the scent of whiskey and stale smoke hanging thick in the air. At the bar, the bartender, a wiry man with tired eyes, glanced up. "You shouldn't be here, Graves." "Neither should Boone," Samuel replied, his voice even. The room fell into silence. The clink of glasses, the murmur of poker hands being dealt, all ceased. The saloon doors creaked open, and a woman strode in, her gaze sharp as cut glass. Sheriff Lillian Kane was one of the few who hadn't given up on Clearwater. She was a fighter, but against the Boone gang, she'd been outnumbered and outgunned for too long. "You just signed your death warrant," she said, stepping up beside him. "I've had worse. They'll be here by morning." "Good." The night passed in uneasy anticipation. By dawn, the distant thunder of hooves shattered the silence. The Boone gang rode in like a storm, their dust clouds swallowing the street. Jasper Boone led them, a towering figure with a cruel grin. His black duster flapped like the wings of a carrion bird. "Well, I'll be damned," Boone called out. "Samuel Graves, back from the dead?" "Not yet," Samuel said, stepping forward. His coat shifted, revealing the revolvers at his hips. Boone chuckled. "Come to die with the rest of M. Come to finish what we started." A beat of silence stretched between them, thick with the weight of old betrayals. Then, Boone's hand twitched toward his gun. A gunshot split the air. Boone staggered, clutching his side. The gang erupted in chaos, gunfire blazing as Samuel and the sheriff fought back. The townsfolk, tired of living in fear, took up arms, joining the battle. The dusty street became a battlefield, the air thick with smoke and the scent of gunpowder. One by one, Boone's men fell. When the dust settled, only Boone remained, bleeding into the dirt. Samuel stood over him, revolver steady. "You gonna finish it?" Boone rasped, grinning through blood-stained teeth. Samuel holstered his gun. "No, the town decides." By sundown, Boone swung from a rope outside the sheriff's office, a warning to those who would follow in his footsteps. The town of Clearwater had found its spine again, and Samuel Graves rode toward the horizon, his past finally laid to rest. The Wild West wasn't about heroes. It was about the choices a man made when the dust settled, and whether he could live with them. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling ride through the Wild West. If you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to subscribe to Mythic Hidden Chronicles * for more epic tales of history, legend, and adventure. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. Who was your favorite character? And what story should we tell next? Stay tuned for more, and until next time, ride safe and keep the legend alive.